All right, so this is how I made um, $267 or $276 trading NQ this morning. So before I go into all that, I wanted to show some of these statistics on here, right? Out about $1,000. This one loss was $2 because I accidentally placed a trade. My calendar for the month here. I'm hoping tomorrow to be a bigger day, like a $1,000 probably, hopefully around their day, 500-600 at least day tomorrow, but up, about 1,000 on the eval. That one loss, right, was just a bad day or a bad entry on accident. So there's that stuff. Some of the stats, if you like to see those and look through those, I know they can be helpful for some people. So thought I would put them there, right? Win rate. Again, that was an accident, but here's some of my longer ones, right? More success in some time in the trades. Usually one trade day. Today technically was a 1 day trade, but the one trade was a mistake. So hopped in today, huge sell off. Honestly, this would have been a great little pullback to catch. Using fib zones here, seeing it top out pretty much at this zone. But yeah, it would have been a good catch there, especially with that hammer. But ultimately, that's not where I caught my trade. I was watching the 5 minute, saw a huge sell off. I was waiting for a retest to come back up here and see if it would come up and fill any gaps up here before coming back down or even coming up and touching. But hopped in the 5 minute where I actually was looking, saw this huge hammer down, thinking we might reverse up. But the fact that this got pushed up and then immediately bought back down, right? When you see these hammers like this, you're thinking, right, change of direction. But what actually happened was that next candle, right, started to change direction, immediately bought back down, okay? So I see that. I'm looking at the 1 minute. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is a good place to enter. Watching on the one. Ended up entering here on this little pullback, right? Got stuck in this area. Bang, I'm in. Stuck again, I'm in. If I would have held this trade for the entire time, right, I would have hit my level that I was going after, which is right here. That's where I have my take profit set. But there's the areas of liquidity I was going after. But I ended up getting stopped. So when I trade Mondays, I try to stay away from large sizing just because Mondays can be pretty unpredictable, kind of just like how Fridays can be sometimes. So I size down. Usually I trade about 6 MNQ contracts. Today I traded 3 just to keep myself under control with that, right? But I probably got stopped right around this region here. But so I realistically, I probably got like a 3-to-1 on it. But I pretty much tucked my stop as soon as I entered this trade, like literally right to here, just because I was little like thinking the price action day was weird, which it was for a little bit. But it ended up being, a decent day. If I would have held my contracts in, I would have definitely hit my take profit right there. But overall decent day, 300, right? There was no retest of fair value gap, but I did like this pullback right here. I was like, yeah, this is a good level to start looking for a trade in. So this pullback, I was like, yeah, this is great. I'm going to come back down. And the selling pressure, just look at on the 5 minute, was just way too strong, right? Like these are huge, strong movements. And they tried to be a buyback, nothing, right? Hits this level here on the fib, right back down. So pretty predictable today. I really want Asia to kind of balance it back, maybe move it up to where like 25,700 area. And then tomorrow I really want to see us go up. And then we have a bunch of news on Wednesday. After the news Wednesday, I'm looking for another sell-off. So that's the way I traded today. Let me know if you took any trades today and how they went. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Comment if you have anything you want to say or any questions. And I'll see you guys for my next trading recap.